What is up, you guys? Here, it's me, Nick. Yes, I'm back. This is gonna be me talking about gaming and how far I've gotten in GTA 5 and little Easter eggs I found in my research for GTA 4. Yes, there are Easter eggs. There are certain perks about killing certain people in GTA 4, and there's also, Easter eggs within GTA 5 I haven't found yet. Some I have. So stay tuned for that. But before I get into any major, huge gaming talks, I'm going to add, and you're just gonna see in this next clip, a a glitch I had seen in all the gameplay video of GTA 5. It's a random glitch that is not supposed to be there, from what I've read and understood. It's not supposed to be there, but the glitch does happen within the game, within the story mode. And my actual experience with it was hilarious because it just came out of nowhere. It like hit me like a freight train. But I will say, excuse the background noise because I didn't expect this video to take place. So I hope you enjoy it. Here's Hey guys, yeah, that clip you just saw, that actually, I heard that that was not supposed to be in the game, and I will tell you why right now. When they were making the game, they made sure that certain glitches weren't supposed to happen. It's not natural in the game that glitches are like that. Oh, sorry, got ahead of myself. Are supposed to happen, and this actual glitch ended up for some reason coming into the gameplay naturally. It's not like I never put in cheat codes. This was way before I used any cheat codes, and it's just natural within the game. This happened in the story mode very early into the game, and for some odd reason, I went from being walking around on the ground for apparent reasons unknown, and suddenly I disappeared. I went somewhere, and when I came back, I suddenly was underneath the ground. I wasn't even in the ground, and I could look up, and that was what I was seeing was actual traffic going on, and I never understood it. But you also notice there's a person walking on this unforeseen sidewalk, which is very hilarious because I'd never seen that. Even in GTA 4, I had never seen that before because I was wondering about that glitch, and in all the research I've done on this and stuff, that glitch is actually not natural. It just something happened within the game. That glitch is not, it's not natural, but it actually is in the story mode, even if you're not on, online. So, yeah. But I'm going to talk about the GTA 4. Now, I'm going back when I actually played it. So I did some research when I started playing it because I wanted to see exactly what perks were, going on in the game, who I could kill, certain things that would happen within the game. I do my research on that. Well, I found out when you're given the option to kill Playboy X or I think his name is Leroy. I haven't played the game in a while, so the natural names I'm not sure. But when you're given the option to kill Playboy X, or Leroy, the other guy. I'm not sure of his name. If you know his name naturally, just put it in the comments below. Well, when Nico's given this choice, I'll break it down for you. When you kill Playboy X in GTA 4, you get his actual penthouse and all the things in it. You get his actual house. If you kill Leroy, you get nothing. You get absolutely nothing from killing him. So when I killed him, that was the reason because from reading that, it's like I want to benefit from killing someone like that. So you know what? Why not in GTA 4 get a penthouse? I mean, it really did happen. And in this discussion, I will talk about GTA 4 because I did most of y'all do not know, I actually beat the game through and through. I did not. The only thing I didn't do was the final mission. And I will get into the story. This is in the story mode, so everyone had to play through the story mode in GTA 4. And I will get into it. In the final, section of it, Roman gets married. Roman Bellic gets married. And it seems like it's going well. Nico's outside the chapel, congratulating his brother on getting married, when some sort of man comes behind Nico and actually says, "Oh, you're Nico Bellic?" Pulls out a gun, tries to shoot him, but instead, Nico is wrestling him with the gun. The gun goes off. Nico isn't the one shot. Roman gets killed in that instance, and Nico doesn't realize what the hell just happened, because this guy ended up dying, the guy that tried shooting him. But in the aftermath, his brother ended up getting shot and killed, and the final mission is when you have to go against Dimitri, the main man in all of this that's a protagonist and causes pretty much a lot of deaths. And in the final mission, that's what you have to do. You have to go after him, kill him. I never did that because through the entire mission there's a huge complication, because you're hanging onto the helicopter in GTA 4 when you're trying to get to Dimitri while he's in the helicopter. You fall off. You actually have to go on this boat. You destroy it at any point, the actual mission fails. And I hate that, because it's hard to get around and try to dodge the actual rockets he's shooting at you, which I find the most stressing, because you have to dodge them while you're in this boat. And you also have to, through in the mid-center of the actual mission, Jacob will come in. As you know, he was the main character and part of the game as Nico's friend. And, he comes in and tries to help Nico with it, and you have to get the boat underneath the helicopter. If you don't, the mission yet again will fail. And that's what I found so stupid and crazy and idiotic about it, because half the time, if you didn't, you honestly failed. And if you did, you had to align it perfectly, and that's extremely hard when you're trying to do that, but also, dodge the actual missiles or rockets, whatever he's shooting at you. And that's the crazy part. And GTA 5. Now, when I started playing GTA 5, originally, from all I read, all the stuff I heard, you could not play through the story mode. And that was my whole thought. Okay, if I don't want to play through the story mode, I just want to, mess around in the game, I could do it. Well, the story mode you have to play through. There is no, I've noticed there's no major choice on that. Which I have no problem with, because I already knew the backstory of the story mode, the whole situation. In my experience so far, okay, I'll explain how far from in GTA 4, or not GTA 4, GTA 5. Why am I saying GTA 4? Anyway, GTA 5. Okay, the part I'm at right now. I've gotten through the jewelry heist. I've gotten through the taking down of Merryweather's actual train. I got through that. That was there's some side missions, but I got through that. And I'm working with the FIB and stuff, doing different missions. But what I'm at right now is the point possibly where Michael will get his family back. That I haven't got completely back yet. His wife left him for the yoga dude. That's ridiculous, but anyway, and now in the game, he actually has a girlfriend, which Michael has a girlfriend now, Sapphire. She's a stripper. I'm used to the whole mechanism in GTA 4 from when you can actually go online, have multiple girlfriends, dump them if you wanted to, and it's even been said that they took away that mechanism in the game, so you can't do that in GTA 5. So yeah, and it is just crazy that you can't do that. It's really crazy. But I've also, throughout the game, whether I was just messing around to kill time before other missions, I've also ran into like weird glitches. Now, I never got them on film because they were glitches I never even remotely expected within this game. Um, and there are some Easter eggs I'll talk about because I've learned about them throughout, my research, stuff like that. Um, well, I was on the freeway, just driving. I'm not sure. I think I was Franklin at this point in the game, because you can, all you know, you can switch through the players naturally through the game, or in story mode they'll do it when you're on a mission. Just it comes within the game. But I did that, and well, I was driving down the freeway. Now, most of y'all know the freeway is one of the craziest places in Los Santos. Well, I was driving, down the freeway in a grayish black car, similar to the one that Jimmy had in the beginning of the game, that Franklin had to, steal back. I just stole this from a woman. I was driving down the road. Then all of a sudden, I noticed this looked like a little black smart car, like one of them energy-conserving black smart cars. I saw it, then all of a sudden, for no apparent reason, I look away for 1 second, look back, and then I noticed this entire black car that was sitting right in front of me, that clearly was there, go from being there to it was gone. It literally disappeared. It wasn't even further in front of me. It didn't even go into another lane because I was looking everywhere for this car. This actual car disappeared off the face of that game, and I was wondering where in the hell that game went. Or that, not the game, but the car, And that's the natural glitches I've found within the game. They're not really supposed to be natural, and I hate saying that because they're not supposed to be natural. Because even Rockstar did not want any glitches within the game to happen, but they did, and it's crazy. And one of the other glitches I found further down the game, which was hilarious. I wish I actually got the clip. I tried getting the clip of it, and this is how GTA is. If the cops are after you and you're trying to get a clip like that of a certain glitch, especially one that involves them chasing you on a bike, I would not suggest trying to get that clip in the manner you want it, because I normally use, my tablet, which I'm using right now, or, my camera, the right camera, but it's giving me fits, so I've been kind of not doing that, and it's just, the glitch that happened, I will tell you now, as most of you know, if you play GTA 5, the actual bike, when you're on a bike and it gets hung up on a wall, now, you can get back in the bike, while it's on the wall, which is hilarious. I saw that. Well, I did this after a major glitch happened. The cops were after me. The cop came out of nowhere. He hit me off the bike. Literally hit me off the bike. Did not stop until like a little bit down the way, because he actually hit me, kept going, and then realized I was the person he was after and turned around. And it was, I've never seen that before in a GTA game, especially, San Andreas, or not San Andreas, but Los Santos. Why am I saying San Andreas? I think that's on my brain, but, I will get into that one too, because I was going to talk about that. But I saw that glitch, and I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, how can a cop hit me and not notice it's the person you're after? I mean, that's my pointage here. But apparently he hit me off the bike. I got on the bike, and then he realized I was a person. Well, while I was trying to escape, this is where that bike glitch happens. I tried to escape, and stupid me, I'm not a good driver on a bike, whether it be in a game or, well, I'm pretty good on a bike, but not nowadays. You get the point. Anyway, I tried to escape. They kept ramming the back of the bike. I did not fall off the bike. This is the weird part. I didn't fall off the bike, but I got hooked up on a wall. The major glitch that happened was I got on the bike, then I got off the bike, then I got on the bike, then I got off the bike, and it was stuck completely on this wall. And I thought that was hilarious. It's like, because I was playing at that point as Trevor, and that's why that glitch happened, I guess, or just generally happened. But there's another weird thing I've noticed, when you're fighting. That's pretty hilarious too. It's not really a glitch, it's just a random moment. Instantly you pull out a weapon and the guys that are trying to fight you run like hell, like they're chickens. And that's pretty hilarious. But also, I need to talk about GTA San Andreas. As most of you do not know, that was my first real, true experience with a GTA game. I didn't have an Xbox 360 back when it first came out. I had the original Xbox from 2010 until the recent months, until before I got my Xbox 360. I had that. I had plenty of games for it. But GTA San Andreas was my ultimate favorite. And a lot of people have said one of the main missions in it was involving the train, shooting the guys on the train, and then getting on the train, stuff like that. And I think if you look back, one of the gaming videos I get, you actually see that mission, and you actually see me accomplish this mission with no problem. And the thing was, that was my second attempt at that mission, and I actually beat that mission and got further in the game. A lot of people say that that exact mission is one of the hardest, but it's also replicated in GTA 5, which I will get into that too because I already beat that mission. Um, on GTA 5, they have skips. You can use skips in actual missions. And I've done that a lot because there are certain missions I can't get through without them. And even getting further can be a little bit complicated when you use the skips because you don't know how the first section went. But anyway, the Enlightenment, I think it's Enlightenment, that mission title, is when you have to jump on a train in GTA 5 with a motorbike, which is not very easy. You have to find, hill areas right next to that train, jump on it, and if you don't get it perfect, the entire mission fails. And this is kind of a predecessor to what GTA San Andreas did with the motorbike issue. But they didn't use a motorbike. He actually got on it, and then, he was throwing out the boxes, stuff like that. You saw that in that gameplay video. But this time you have to jump on the train, and if you don't get it right, the mission fails. And I actually had to do that 3 times. That was pretty hard for me to do, and I ended up having to do a skip to do the jump because I couldn't get the jump completely right, because every time that train turned, I actually fell off the train, and that was a major issue for me. So I used a skip for that. Now, driving on that train was horrendous because I ended up failing another time because the way that train is going, it's going a certain direction. You have to make sure you're following that direction, because if you don't and you miss a small smidgen of actual edge, you will be off that. You will fail the mission. And it took me another time of doing it to actually be able to get it and then take over the train, and that was hellacious, but it was a predecessor or a precursor to what GTA San Andreas tried doing, and that was pretty awesome. But I've also heard in GTA 5 there are Easter eggs, and I will tell you now, the major ones that I've found are, not really Easter eggs, but this is what tells me that the actual storyline of GTA 5 might either be set back when GTA 4 is going on, or might be at the tail end where Nico is trying to kill Dimitri, stuff like that. Because if you look at the very first mission you do for the jewelry heist, Lester mentions a Middle Eastern man that's working for him in Liberty City. Now, I actually, before I ever watched any gameplay or story mode videos about this, I actually picked it up before anyone else did. As most of you know, on my channel, I played a lot of GTA 4. I'm a huge fan of it. A lot of people would probably disagree with me, but the fact, I think it's kind of cool they mentioned it, but the way he mentioned it was, there's a Middle Eastern man working for him, or was working for him, because there was no variation there. In Liberty City, he said he would add him to the group with Michael, but he's doing work for him in Liberty City, and it's just, that is awesome. That I think that Rockstar did that to implement such a very darkening but remote character in GTA 4, in GTA 5 like that. The connection, the major connection there, And I think that's awesome. That's actually great that they did that, because that shows that Rockstar, the gaming company, is actually dedicated to that franchise and how much work and emphasis they put in on each storyline, adding it into the others. And that's what I find very amazing. But they talk about that, and that's kind of an interesting thing. But they also end up bringing back, as you know, in GTA 4, you meet Patrick McCreary, the brothers, the sister, everything, and no one really knows. You also hear about Johnny B in GTA 4. He suddenly disappears. Now, this is where I have a suggestion that the storyline might be interlooping and on timeline. It may have, the game came out in 2013, GTA 4, or GTA 5. Why did I say GTA 4? GTA 4 came out in 2008. GTA 5 came out in 2013. This is why I think the storyline in itself is interlooping. Because if you play through the story mode in GTA 4, if you play through the story mode, which I have, you will notice that suddenly, out of nowhere, Johnny B actually disappears. Like, after you deal with him in the game, he disappears. And it's actually a weird way of him disappearing. But in GTA 5, they actually bring him back, and they actually talk about how he actually appears, and how the lost have actually come into San Andreas, or not San Andreas, Los Santos. Why am I saying San Andreas? Anyway, Los Santos, and they've kind of taken over. Now, in Liberty City, they left. They actually stole the money, the jewels, whatever, what have you, from either Dimitri or one of the other guys that Nico was working with. Can't be completely sure on that, but he ended up hightailing it. He's never seen in GTA 4 again. Now, this is where I think the entire storyline comes into play, because he was an integral part of GTA 4 in that beginning stage. And the fact that he suddenly disappears but reappears in GTA 5 suggests that maybe the storyline actually is still going on with GTA 4, and that it's not completely a outlandish statement to say that GTA 4, the storyline, the plot line, everything, that was going on when the GTA 5 was going on. Yes, it was released in 2013, but you gotta figure it took years and years for that game to be developed, and you gotta figure within those years, they had to take into account that they had GTA 4 out. And that storyline seemed like it intermeshes its entire self within GTA 5, because you do get to see Johnny B again. Sorry. And that's the kind of thing I've never seen in a game, where they bring back a player that suddenly just disappeared. And that's what he did. He disappeared with cash, and I think that the money or whatever happened with that, because he disappeared, and everyone was looking for him in GTA 4. GTA 5, he actually is there. He's actually dealing with Trevor, and that's kind of interlocking those storylines, and I think it does stand to say that the GTA 4 storyline when this entire game was being developed could have been going on, and that's why they actually added such colorful characters from the GTA 4 game into this. And could you imagine if that storyline was going on within that time frame they were creating GTA 5, and it would be a great thought to think of that, because it would make you want to believe or understand that Nico could be possibly still alive. I don't know how the game fully ended, because as I said, I didn't play the last game of GTA, or the last mission of GTA 4, and that's a lot for me to say, because I really did love that game, and I was sad not to do that last mission, but it was the hardest mission I think I've ever had to complete in GTA 4. And GTA 5 is an amazing game, and I'm glad they brought back some of the old characters. And this is where things I can tell you right now, I'm in the game. As I said, I'm in the game further now, further than I was before. Because now I have met Patrick McCreary. I saved him somehow and from the cops, and yeah. But I met him. And I'm also at the point in the game, I don't think I've ever explained this, where Trevor murders Deborah and Floyd. Now, I skipped the cutscene of that because I really didn't want to see all that blood and gore, especially on the window where he killed him, and I think it's kind of funny that Wade did not realize that's what Trevor did, and, you know. But it is also fitting that Trevor ended up taking over the Vanilla Unicorn, no offense. So, but, you know, I hope you found this, you know, informational on GTA 5. If you're looking into both storylines, GTA 4 and GTA 5, GTA San Andreas, I don't know, I know some of the friends I've seen or have still play it online. It is popular to play online, but I have not played it online, and I've kind of stopped playing it since I got GTA 4, GTA 5, for the simple fact, after seeing the better graphics in each, I actually, you know, find it, sorry, that's my dogs. But I find the graphics really better, and a lot of people actually complained or were pissed off that the you know, the graphics, they weren't as good as GTA 4 and GTA 5 as they were in GTA 4. And you got to figure, when it comes to graphics, building upon the great graphics they did in GTA 4 actually made GTA 5 the most well known for the best graphics. And, you know, they also changed around how you drive in the game, and that's, I'm not really a graphics person or a graphics snob. I don't care about graphics. If the game is good, you know, to play, I'm gonna play it. And yes, so, and that's just, this is gonna be kind of, that's gonna be kind of what I'm discussing. And sorry about the rambling part. I'm kind of nervous about talking about this stuff because a lot of people have different takes on GTA 4. But I've done my research on certain things, and the Easter eggs are a little bit interesting to think about. But in GTA 4, there's a lot, why do I keep saying GTA 4? GTA 5 has a lot of different Easter eggs. A lot of people know about them, so I don't really have to repeat them. And I hopefully will hit one of those Easter eggs soon. And that's my pointage, and yeah, so. But thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm sorry that this was so long, but I had so much to cover that, you know, I felt like I needed to talk about it. I hadn't talked to y'all about gaming or even my furtherness in GTA 5, and it's pretty awesome. So yeah, but thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed that clip. I know the sound wasn't too good, but I hope you seeing it was pretty awesome. But thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day.